I'm Marvin Ambrosius, and yes, technology has evolved over the years. So much so, we can get DNA tested. That's right, we can make clones of ourselves. No, not clones, just kidding. But we're going to be doing a review today on the DNA test kit brought to you by Biosynergy. Let's go. Okay, now I was sent this test kit. Now at first you look at it and you're thinking, I'm going to spit into a tube and someone's going to make clones of myself. Yes, that did cross my mind a few times. However, going into the science of this, we're not quite there yet, but at the same time, I wanted to know and I was curious at how this was going to work. So they sent me this kit and the instructions were very simple. I needed to spit inside a tube, and in spitting inside the tube, I then sent my results back to a lab, and in 2 weeks' time, that lab would send information, so much information, to an app that I would download with my information that is only accessible to myself and that company. Very, very safe. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about is the results of what I received. Now, that is what's interesting. Now, so you open up the app, and there's a summary, diet, health, physical, vitamins, and at first you look at it and you're not really sure what's going on. So let's just go into this a little bit. Now, we've got sugar response, but everything is down to my DNA and how my body responds. So that's not just on an optimal level in terms of what my body does in performance, but it's also what it does in nutrition as well. So sugar response, very poor. That was my status. Glutamine benefit, lower benefit, don't need as much. BCAAs, benefit, no benefit. Did you hear what I just said? So if I'm taking BCAAs, according to this, I don't need BCAAs. My body produces enough protein and enough things that I need for me not to need that. Interesting. Genetic bone mineral density, lower density. Need to do a bit more increase. Get on that leg press a bit more. Vitamin B12 deficiency, increased risk. I do take vitamins. I needed to do so because I found that out from a doctor, but it's in here. Saturated fat response, poor response. As I know, I wasn't the healthiest guy. Genetic infection risk to colds and flu. Mine is increased risk. Interesting, considering earlier on I did a review about this. That's right. Caffeine sensitivity, slightly sensitive. I actually gave up on caffeine in December, so I'm cool with that one. Vitamin B6 deficiency, increased risk. Genetic type 2 diabetes risk is increased risk as well because it runs in the family. Now here's a good one. Yo-yo diet response, negative. Now what you've got to realize, this is a very detailed report, so as it goes into it, I'm going to click into this one so you can see what it looks like. So yo-yo diet response. It would say, when it comes to obesity risk, successful weight management consists of two main components: initial weight loss and weight maintenance. And it will give you information of that. However, this is my result. Your genetic profile is associated with an increased risk for weight regain, which means that you will gain excess weight and fat quicker after reintroducing calories from a deficit. Oh my God. Now, I've always said to people, when you say, if I look at that cake, I'm going to put weight on. I've always been that guy. And this has just proven to me something that I've known for years. But when you see it in the results like this, it's a good thing. But what's also amazing about this app is that there's recommended products at the bottom based on the deficiencies I have and the things my body needs to perform at an optimal level. This is revolutionary right now. This is a game changer.
The future is now!
Now I'm going back to the home screen. Now, here's something they've added which is new. It says my virus score. I've actually got a virus score, a coronavirus score. So I'm actually at high risk. I've got a high risk coronavirus score, which I knew because I had corona in December. So that's neither here or there on that one. But there's so much things on here, as you can see: DNA results, health insights, genetic action plan, epigenetic results, meal guide, my training. It recommends training guidelines based on what my optimal performance is and what I can get the best out of myself. So let's look a little bit into this one. So I'm going to go to physical now and see what it says as muscle power. Gifted. Okay, what does this mean? I'm going to read it to you because I'm quite proud of this one. Muscle power is an ability to exert a certain level of power over a period of time. The analysis concentrates solely on the maximal output for anything under 10 seconds. Those gifted in this area often have the ability to recruit a greater amount of fast twitch muscle fibers. Could be due with basketball training when I was younger. It is possible that you could possess both an ability to recruit slow and fast twitch muscle fibers. However, people in this category often have to make a decision on what environmental training adaptations they want to utilize for their best outcome of their goal. Now, my results was this. The genetic data shows that I have been a gifted outcome for muscle power. This result puts me in the top 15.8% of tested population. I know it's not a big population yet because not many people have been tested, but I'm still proud of this. Your muscle power and stamina genetics don't impact general health to any great extent. The genes analyzed in this areas are more important for sports performance and exercise. Now, this also gives me recommendations based on what I need to do. So it talks about doing 80-20 periods, 8 seconds on, 20 seconds before a rest, levels in its intensity to go hard and like come down, bring it up. So basically it's HIIT training, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I actually did essentially to lose the 6 stone of weight that I did. It was everything it's saying here now. I would have really benefited from this 7 years ago, I tell you that now. Now, with the vitamins, you can see everything that's here. It comes into potassium deficiency, sodium deficiency, vitamin B6, B12, everything. And the list goes on, but it also tells me about my individual. It's all about me and the things that I need. So rather than me just going out to buy random vitamins that my body needs, thinking I need all of them, this is specific to what my body needs to perform. Now, health-wise, this gives me a health score in terms of my obesity risks, my type 2 diabetes risks, genetic bone mineral density risk. It's got everything in here. It is fantastic, and just from having it and looking at the details that come on here, it actually has made me make some adaptations in my training, in my nutrition, and in the supplementation that I'm taking. So massive shout out to Biosynergy for creating this and giving this another output and another outlook on how you train and how you can train and adapt everything optimally for an individual. Because coming from a personal training perspective, this is actually even better, because if I'm seeing a client and they can then do this test, this automatically takes out me having to test what food systems work for them. It automatically takes out what kind of training schedule I should give them or what I should do and think would work best for their body. This would give me all of that information. So guys, if you're thinking of doing this, definitely take the test, have a go. Trainers, get your clients on it, because I guarantee you this now, you will get optimal training results at a much faster rate, knowing the ins and outs of what their body does and how their body responds to the training schedules, to the nutrition, and what vitamins their body needs. This is my review on the Biosynergy DNA test kit. Get it. See you soon.